The wait is over and the 2019 Ducati Panigale V4 R is here, and they hit it out of the park with this one. With 221 brake horsepower on tap, the Panigale V4 R is the most powerful little-class superbike in the world. I know there's the Ninja H2 with 243 brake horsepower, but that thing is supercharged and is in a class of its own. It's not really fair to compare these two entirely different motorcycles. So without any more BS, let's get to the good stuff. As you know, the V4R is a homologation special built for World Superbike Racing Series. It packs a 1000cc V4 engine unlike the 1100cc V4 in the Panigale V4 and the V4S. Ducati made that possible by reducing the stroke from 53.5mm to 48.4mm. Even with the reduced capacity, the engine now makes 221 brake horsepower at 15,250 rpm. Ducati had to do a whole lot of work to the engine to achieve that figure. The engine now has titanium connecting rods, which are 100 grams lighter each, a new crankshaft which is 1.1 kilograms lighter, forged pistons, new camshaft, bigger inlet valves and ducts, bigger throttle bodies, a new oil pump and lighter rotor, etc. All these changes now helps the engine to rev all the way up to 16,500 rpm in the 6th gear. And if I'm correct, that is the highest revving engine in the little class segment. But the rev limiter will be different from gear to gear for the safety and the longevity of the engine. But this reduction in capacity took a toll on the torque figure. The V4R only makes 112 Nm at 11,500 rpm, which is 12 Nm less than its siblings. If the 221 brake horsepower is still not enough for you, you can spec the V4R with the Akrapovic raised exhaust, which will bump up the power to 234 brake horsepower at a slightly higher 15,500 rpm. Ducati also made several changes to the chassis and other components to make the V4R race ready. The most notable one is the new single-sided swing arm with adjustable pivot. The V4R now includes the MotoGP-derived aerodynamic winglets made out of carbon fiber. According to Ducati, these winglets provide 30 kg of downforce at 270 km an hour or 170 miles an hour. The Panigale V4R also retains the shark-like fins which we saw on the prototype. It improves the heat dissipation by 16%. The production bike also has a beautifully exposed brushed aluminum tank. On the suspension department, the motorcycle has fully adjustable 43mm O'Hlins NPX pressurized forks at the front and fully adjustable O'Hlins DDX shock at the rear. The braking power is provided by a dual 330mm semi-floating discs with radially mounted Brembo monoblock style Mach calipers at the front and a 245mm disc with a dual piston calipers. To keep the insane performance on check, Ducati has equipped the V4R with a lot of electronic gizmos like the Bosch cornering ABS, traction control, slide control, wheelie control, launch control, bidirectional quick shifter, engine braking control, data analyzer with GPS, etc. There is no word on the pricing as of now, but like I said in the previous video, the price will be similar to that of the Speciale V4. The bike will be on the showroom floors by the beginning of 2019.